Hello everyone, this is Yoshi542. Today's commentary slash video slash whatever the hell I'm doing is not World of Tanks for once. Yeah, usually I do World of Tanks, but I feel like, I captured a good round in Battlefield 4, so I figure why not post it. This is not gonna be one of those, weapon guide videos. It really isn't. I mean, it was just me playing with the AK-12 and Siege of Shanghai in a TDM server, which had like probably 50 plus players. And this was, I believe, a couple nights ago by the time this video is posted. It doesn't matter when it was done, it was just done recently. That's all you need to know. Anyway, so to go over a couple things here. This is, my team is the Chinese team, and here you can see me just dominate people with the AK-12 for some reason. Usually when I use this gun, I try to use it in bursts, try to get the hang of it. But I realized just recently that when you fire this gun in burst, even though I'm using this in full auto, when you fire this gun in burst, it obviously has a different rate of fire in burst mode compared to itself in full auto mode. Full auto mode, it does 650 rounds per minute. In burst mode, it does 750 rounds per minute, which is kind of cool, but also the audio when you fire in burst is not in sync. So when you fire that thing in burst and it's not in sync, well, you shouldn't rely on, audio cues to press the button and time your bursts, because the thing with burst guns in BF4, they will jam, meaning you fire too fast or you fire too slow, guess what happens? They jam. In this case, I avoided using burst, although I think I did use burst a couple times in this round, where it was not very friendly to me because it felt inconsistent, and I don't remember if it jammed or not, but it might have in this specific round, though it depends on how you play the thing. You need to acquaint yourself with the fact that if you choose to run this weapon, the AK-12, and the carbine version of this, the AK-12, it has a different RPM, and that RPM when in burst is not synchronized, so you cannot rely on audio cues. You gotta have muscle memory and basically memorize when to fire it, or even visual cues if need be. But I decided to stick with auto because auto is a very good, fire mode for this gun. I mean, you could even use single, but for an AR and the current AR damage nerf, which is, I believe it reduced all AR maximum damage outside of the Walker Bulldog and the Scar H from 25 max damage to 24, you can no longer two-shot someone basically point blank in the head with this gun, or basically almost all other ARs. Same carbines and some LMGs too. And I believe at least one PDW in the PDWR for the engineer. Okay, having said that, going back on this gun, it's very accurate but has a slow automatic rate of fire, meaning you can control it easier. It is pretty good to control because it has a pretty solid recoil value all around. Recoil up value is when it kicks up vertically, not too high. Torque shot multiplier, not bad. But the recoil left and right is very low, actually. It has very little horizontal recoil, so even if you drop the hammer in this thing, go full auto, whether you're micro bursting, whether you're going in normal burst mode, single shot, it won't kick to the left and right, and having a compensator on it is completely unnecessary. And it's one of the tiniest side-to-side recoils that you'll see in any AR. But vertical recoil, it's something you can control if you burst it properly in full auto. But if you do it in burst fire mode, as I said before, you have to be careful where it's not something you want to use in burst fire mode using audio cues. There you can see me trying to headshot that guy with SR61 or SRR61, aka the Shytech 48 sniper rifle. I believe them 200s. Anyway, that guy got me in a headshot. I hit him in the head at least once, but obviously an AK-12 round to the head is going to do less damage than 408 to the head. That's why I died instantly. But I was happy I damaged him, even though I lost that fight. Here, I'm going to die again in a second. I'm sure I'm going to get shot from the roof. And that's one thing that I noticed during this round. If you're in the Chinese team, which means you're spawning on the side of the map that's looking at the roof, further away from the elevator leading to the roof in TDM, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble because the US team has easier access to the roof. And if you have easy access to the roof, you could camp the roof, and you'll have snipers, RPGs, grenade launchers, and whatchamacallit, the XM25s and all that. And they'll be doing a lot of damage to you, because they can have people at the roof, snipers, and support, and you're gonna have a hard time shooting at them. They won't. They'll just wail on you. And almost every round I play at Siege of Shanghai on TDM, you're gonna see someone try to camp the roof, or even a squad, or some people in the team. And when they camp the roof in TDM, you're not gonna have a good time. In this case, my team was more than competent enough to mount a decent offense, and we even secured the elevator. But I don't know if we actually had the roof for the most part of this round. We had people going up to the roof, and some survived, some died. We had control of most of the map, though. That's what counts. You cannot let one team control the roof. If they control the roof and they have spawn beacons, you basically may as well just say, okay, we lost. Just do what we can. This is for TDM, of course. It's different for domination and other game modes, but in this specific case for TDM, may as well write yourself off. So I'm moving here, aiming at the stairs, and I see that guy. I'm scoring headshots again. Well, that one was not a headshot. That one was just a regular one, but I was aiming for the head. And as you can see, I use a coyote and I use a magnifier, and I didn't really use magnifier for one reason. I don't know why I even kept it attached. Should have just stuck to something else like a laser, a candid, a tactical light, whatever. But the reason I wanted to use magnifier and decided not to after a while is due to the fact that it makes the visual vertical recoil of the gun seem higher. And you don't want that, because it makes it feel like, oh, well, it may be magnified, but it feels like the gun's kicking up a lot more and I can't control it as well, like dragging it down when I'm firing in bursts. And that's why I decided not to use the magnifier basically 99% of this round. I use it at the beginning, just, you know, get a little bit, see how it looks. And after firing a couple of shots with it, the first kill I saw at the very start of this video, you saw me use a magnifier with the thing, and I killed a guy, but I wasn't exactly aiming very well. And I'm an average player at best. I will say that straight up. I'm not good, I'm not X Factor, I'm not Level Cap, I'm not, you know, Frankie on PC or Jack Fries or any of those guys. No, I'm not. I'm just an average player who likes to think that he can get maybe a few good kills every now and then. Maybe below average. And I didn't have good recoil compensation. At least when I was using magnifier on this gun. But in this case, when I was using it with straight up coyote at short, medium, and maybe even a little bit at long range, I was able to get some good kills. You notice early on, I was getting some good headshots in here. They're a good kill. Non-headshot, even though I was aiming at the head. And, oh, you're probably wondering what attachments I'm using. I'm using angled and heavy barrel. That's another reason why I don't want to use a magnifier or a higher magnification, like a 3.4 scope or even a 4x scope, because if you use those scopes with a heavy barrel, even with an angled, and you're microbursting, you're not gonna control that easy. It's just not something you want to do. Even though AK-12 is a pretty accurate gun, the vertical recoil and the first shot recoil multiplier values are not desirable. It has great control from side to side, and its spread is pretty low. But other than that, controlling the vertical is not the best thing you could do. You could probably do it with some other gun like a 416 or an Ace or an AK, the high TTK, easy mode, wind ARs. But AK-12 not so much. Even though it has a low rate of fire, meaning the lower the rate of fire, the easier it is to control. Now, if I wanted to use a different AR for low vertical recoil, obviously this SAR-21 is basically the king of that. SAR-21 has extremely low vertical recoil and it's extremely accurate, but it has even lower RPM than the AK-12. In this case, I just stuck with the AK-12 the entire round because I wanted to see how far I could, how well I could do with it. That, and I wanted to unlock more battle packs with this gun. That's the weird part about this. Out of all the ARs I use, outside of maybe the FAMAS, the F2000, and I believe the SAR, and the AK to that extent, AK-12 is one of the guns I still haven't unlocked all the battle packs. I don't play AR/assault that much. I'm more of a DMR player, but I decided, okay, I wanted to play the AK-12 mainly to see, if I can get a battle pack during this. I don't know if I did, to be honest. I just played the game. Oh, there's a nice kill. I thought that would have been a headshot when I shot that guy, but it didn't. There's some shots and kills in this game that I played, they weren't headshots. They were just straight up, you know, regular kills. That was a nice headshot. As you can see, I am basically bursting to the tree. That was an assist. I don't know how that turned out to be an assist. It felt like I hit him in the head at least once. It should have been more damage. Oh well. And you'll notice me camping this spot. This is actually not a bad spot, and it turned out to be really good for me because I got some kills, although I died at least once. There was someone who dropped ammo here, and look at this. That was a great headshot. I don't know how I did that. To this day, I still don't know how I was able to pull that off. There were some really lucky miracle shots here. And 9 times out of 10, if I were to play around like this with any other gun, doesn't matter what gun, actually if I were to try this again with the same gun in these same conditions, I doubt I could pull this off. It was just luck of the draw. Somehow, it was just super accurate for me this round. I didn't kill that guy, and this time I just spammed some bolts from him. I get hit, but not much damage taken, and I'm assault, so I can just drop a med back and heal myself. Just watch how this turns out. Headshot there, headshot there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And here, I don't know how I was able to even hit that guy. I kept firing after I saw the first hit marker because I was spamming it because there wasn't even a red Dorito there, you know. He wasn't spotted. That one, that last kill right there, that was weird. Somehow I must have hit that guy as soon as he was moving, and it was one of the bullets hit the head while he was low health, and that killed him. That was one of the most random, unexpected kills I ever got in all of Battlefield 4, to be honest. It's just one of those things, like, if you were playing CSGO and you're like, you get a kill like that, you're like, what the hell? How did I do that? It was just a perfect, lucky kill, in my opinion. So, I move up the escalator stairs here because I'm out of ammo. There's nothing... I can't do much if I'm going to run out of ammo, and I'm not going to use my pistol. So, luckily there's 2 supports here. One of them drops some ammo. And I dropped them a med pack, although they already have a med pack. And here I use a magnifier. And there's not much to say here. You just watch how it turns out. Yeah, as you can see, there's really nothing happening here. I mean, I'm trying to get some kills with magnifier, AK-12 magnifier. And I got a lucky one. That guy, he probably had low health, so I hit him while he was almost dead. And killed him. And there's a battle pack. Lucky me. Still got like 4 or 5 more of those left to go. And the round's basically almost over at this point. So yeah, it was a pretty good round actually. I mean, I didn't have the best score, and I'll be honest, I wish I had a better score. But it's okay. What was that, 24-7? That's pretty good. And if you notice my name, that's the name I play when I'm on Battlefield 4 on PC. Bring back AN94. As well as the battle pack, which is nice. Long way to go till I get all the battle packs and mastery for that. Who cares? Final note, I do notice the FPS counter and the little render draw info stuff at the the top left of the screen. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's just how it is. I'm gonna remove that. That way, if I do more Battlefield 4 gameplay next time, you won't see either of those pop up. So if you liked the video, please do like, comment, and subscribe it. And I actually ran out of gameplay before I could stop talking here, but it doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. See you around next time.